Welcome. This week we cover the idea of somatic narcissism. Soma as a word it means it relates to the body. So this is a physical appearance thing. Somatic narcissists love looking beautiful. In their minds, they are the most beautiful amongst the people around them. You'll find that they're looking after themselves is almost like a full-time job. You may find that they have had lots of plastic surgery, or even if they can't afford it, or if they don't have that, then whatever means they have, the way they look is occupying their every living breath, or a lot of their living space. And the people around them are going to be seen as objects that they can conquest and conquer through their looks. Somatic narcissists, with males can look like they've got their six packs, and they're very muscly, and they're these sculpted bodies, and they spend a lot of time in their looks. Female somatic narcissists, you may find, are just looking after their bodies, and it's a full-time job, such that you may also find female somatic narcissists, getting partners or marrying people who are not as beautiful as they are, because they want to be the ones who hold and who are superior to that, and they can hold that up on their partners. And they'll tend to expect to be looked after. Many times, somatic narcissistic behavior in females will show itself where the partner, where the wife, doesn't work. It really is a full-time job, or will do all the bits that are absolute minimum, but then it goes back to my looks, or they will do courses, or they will do things that are all relating to just making themselves look prettier and better. Men, on the other hand, will go around, or can go around, looking like they are better than, or they will look and they will go and search people who can be tokens that they can say, wow, or trophies that they can walk around and say, how ideal is this? How beautiful am I? How perfect am I? And I walk around with perfect people. Examples of somatic narcissists are ones where I have seen, where my clients have come to me and say to me that my partners don't have the six packs, but they believe in their minds that they're so beautiful and so wonderful and handsome, even though objectively you just look at that and say, well, no, actually that's not so. But in their minds, they truly believe it. And these partners or these wives have to every day tell them, oh, how wonderful you look, or how beautiful you are, or how handsome you are. And dare they forget to say that one day, then you'll be made sure that that person is going to suffer, either through silent treatment, or through punishment, or through ridicule, or through criticism, or through even a rage that they might throw, because they haven't had their narcissistic supply fix that morning. So somatic narcissists have an immense need for adoration for their looks. I have never found a somatic narcissist not have more clothes in the wardrobe than their partner. They will always have more of everything that makes them look beautiful. Now, what happens when somatic narcissism behavior that is manifested in people, what happens to those people when they grow older? See, as old age comes, we all get wrinkles. We all, maybe men or women, can lose a little bit of hair. Men can go bald very quickly. And you find that this existential angst that is felt in the somatic narcissist is immense. You can literally see that they are suffering. It's not that narcissists cannot suffer. Sometimes they suffer quite a lot when things are not going their way. So it hits them hard. And what you may then find is that if the looks are no longer serving their purpose, they will turn and, like the chameleon, change to whatever way of narcissism that they need to manifest, such that they get their narcissistic supply and their fix. So again, where they feel like they are the center of attention and that they matter, that feeling like they matter, the feeling like they are better than or superior than, somehow or the other they need to feel that. But up until nature, cruel as it is, takes effect, the somatic narcissist will do anything and everything to make sure that they are adored for their beauty, adored for the way they look. And you may well find that because they put so much attention on looks, if they want to put other people down, the first thing they will find is fault with other people's looks, fault with some mistake, miniature, minuscule, irrelevant mistake that somebody might have made in their makeup or in their hairstyle or in the straightening their hair, whatever it is. So remember, somatic narcissism behavior will manifest in ways where people will use their looks to make sure that the people around them feel inferior, or they will try to, and put themselves above others. Another way in which somatic narcissism can manifest is if they have their means. You will find that they will have the best cars, the best clothes, the designer stuff, the best holidays, anything that looks beautiful and successful is something that they will want to. It is quite superficial, but that is the level at which they operate. So remember, somatic narcissism as a behavior can be very, very damaging to the people around them, because all you've got to do is think, how am I left feeling, or how are other people left feeling when they are in the presence of somatic narcissism person or narcissist that's manifesting this behavior. You will have realized that I will sometimes say somatic narcissist because it's just an easier way of describing a behavior. It does not mean that the entirety of that person is all that they are. Remember, narcissism is a behavior description, and therefore it is simply a way of showing that that behavior manifesting is that label. It's just a way of communicating a behavior type, not a blanket thing that describes that person wholly and fully and completely. Always remember, narcissism and narcissistic traits are malleable. They're like the chameleon, and people will chop and change and use it to their advantage in the setting that they find themselves in. So I hope this has been helpful. Just little snippets of the different types of narcissism behavior that you can see in people. And what I want us to start going into and delving more into are the meatier parts, are the parts where I'm going to go into and explain the narcissistic behavior types in terms of how they manifest, and going into a deeper dissection into just creating a sense of landscape of this is how people who have narcissistic traits operate. We will in the process also demystify some of the words and technical words or non-technical words that are used in the realm of narcissism, so that as you go forward, if you want to know what flying monkeys are, if you want to know what projection is in narcissism, we will be able to demystify this and clarify some of these terms. In particular, we will be also discussing about what this term narcissistic supply is. Everybody talks about, oh, they're just going for narcissistic supply. Well, what is that? These are the things that I want to be delving into in the coming weeks, so that we can learn and educate ourselves in different types of behaviors that you might manifest and you might see, so you know how to pinpoint them. So until then, have a good week. All the best. If what you've heard resonates with you, please do remember to like, subscribe, and follow our channel. Share it as we grow in this educational channel of all things narcissism. See you later.